I'm left wondering, why is YouTube giving in to every single little outrage? I apologize for being sick. My voice is trashed because I've been coughing like a madman. This is something I don't understand. YouTube has kowtowed to people bullying it, Wall Street Journal and such, getting advertisers to pull support. But I don't understand why they do this. YouTube is the third largest website on the entire internet by traffic. They are the third biggest site, period. The first biggest site is Google. The third biggest site is YouTube. They are the biggest video site by traffic by a large margin. They sell advertising space to advertisers. Those advertisers want access to the customers, the people who are using YouTube. I don't understand why YouTube gives in when the advertisers threaten to pull their ads. What will happen if they do not give in is the advertisers will pull their ads while the outrage mob rages. As soon as attention is gone, they'll put the ads back. Because do you know what happens to a company that completely ignores the third largest site on the internet and the biggest by far video streaming system in existence? It's not going to be good for their bottom line to pull their advertising long term. They will come back. There is no reason for YouTube to give in to these people. But every time someone manufactures outrage about YouTube, YouTube gives in. Something here does not add up. Furthermore, to address the concerns of people who say, well, it hurts small channels when advertising is pulled. Advertising is the worst revenue source for creators, especially the smaller they are. Merchandise is one of the biggest. Also, subscription systems such as PayPal, Patreon, Subscribestar, etc. Those bring in more money by far than ad revenue through YouTube's ad system directly. I'm left wondering, why is YouTube giving in to every single little outrage that gets dredged up, followed by a call to have advertisers boycott the service? Why is YouTube giving advertisers fine-grained choice over where their ads appear to the point that they can say, oh, I don't want to appear beside that video? Well, you know, there's a really interesting video by a guy named Mr. Medicare called A Bigot's Dollar.
As an advertiser, would you not want the most eyes on your product or service as possible?
And it posed a very interesting question in that regard. Is a bigot's dollar worth less?
Is a bigot's dollar worth less?
No, it's not. Do you think for 1 second that Unilever cares if their money comes from a pastor or from a KKK member? A dollar is a dollar either way to these large corporations. Why should they care? The only reason they care is because they're worried about people boycotting their brands long term. But the truth of the matter is, none of these brand boycotts ever work out. See, Unilever and such are big too. So they're not really hurt by it either. So why did they pull their ads? It's a very interesting situation, and YouTube giving in feeds into this. The truth of the matter is, these outrage mobs, these people who seek to control through subversive methods because they cannot win if they were to fight on fair ground, the easiest way to get rid of them is to tell them, no, I'm not going to give in to your childish whining. You can be an adult like the rest of us. They can speak and you can speak, and you can have arguments amongst each other or across each other. That's it. We're not going to kowtow to you. We're not going to give in to your demands that we kick someone off the platform. We're not going to give in to your demands that we demonetize Steven Crowder while you flagrantly violate our policies. Carlos Maza has violated YouTube's policies, aggressively so. Why is he not being punished? Why is Steven Crowder being punished instead? Just say no. Don't give in to these bullies, and you won't have a bully problem anymore. Maybe, just maybe, What really needs to happen is a counter movement needs to be put in place, demanding that Carlos Maza be held to task for his behavior as well. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. So, hashtag ban Maza, or if you prefer to use his own verbiage about himself, hashtag ban the gay wonk. It's the name he chose. It's the path he chose. Make him walk.